Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. I want you all to sit back and relax. And tonight I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight through the looking glass. I am going to look in through the keyhole to different timelines. Now, I covered this on my last stream, but I feel this is important that we do this again. And I'm going to look into the US election, but I'm also going to look into what has taken place in the UK, and we'll take it from there. So I hope you're all keeping well in these trying times on Earth. And sit back and relax, and let's look in through the keyhole. Okay. As I look in through the time machine, let's see what's taken place. Now, when I talk about different timelines, I feel very strongly as we start to spiritually ascend, we are changing, and so is Gaia, so is Mother Gaia. And I believe that as we start to change and become more our authentic, multidimensional selves, we actually connect with Mother Earth to make magic happen. And as you know, the world is in turmoil at the moment, utter turmoil. And what my guides keep saying is, Louise, we are in the great spiritual awakening, and we have to do the inner work. Easier said than done when everybody is getting triggered. But it is so important that we do the inner work. Now, when I talk about this, I'm being shown a timeline. It's hazing over now, as I'm looking into the crystal ball. And this crystal ball is splitting into 3 different visions. Okay. And it all depends, I've talked about this before on my past podcast, a split-second decision can change an outcome. And as you know recently, which I do believe, Trump's pulled his card by pulling in Kennedy. And will this change the election? So let's have a look. All right. So I'm going to the night of the actual election in the US, and it's tense. But what I'm shown here is, I'm being shown the Democrats, and they are jumping up and down with joy. Okay. And I see tension. I see tension in the air. And I feel there's going to be a discrepancy. Okay. I'm not saying this is true. This is what they're talking about. A discrepancy with 2 or 3 different states. Okay. Okay. So it's a very close count, okay? And I'm hearing Donald Trump's voice shouting recount. And my guides keep saying this. It's history repeating itself. I want you to remember that. But I am looking at Kamala Harris. Okay, and I see an inauguration. I'm seeing it really, really strong. Okay. The second vision is I look into this crystal ball. It's so close. But there is going to be a stall. There is going to be a stall in the road. I feel communication lines go down. They show me this. I'm getting 2 in 12. I want you to remember that. Now that could be 12. It could be the 12th of November or the 12th of December. I want you to remember the 12th and the 2nd. I feel things are going to become at boiling point. There's a stall in the road, and it reminds us of, again, past events. The past event where there was a situation where, can you remember where there was a bit of a controversy on when they were doing counting? And there was accusations of cheating, what they were saying, what they were doing. It was shown on screen where they were shoving things in suitcases. I really can't remember, but there was something going on. Okay? So I'm seeing another situation like that, but it's like it's after the lights come back on or the communication comes back on. So there's going to be a problem like that. But the strangest thing is, this is really, really weird. As I look at Donald Trump, I get void. And I'm being shown that it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. Okay. But I'm also feeling they're giving us 2 to 3. Now, I don't know if that's 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 weeks. But there's going to be some big changes coming in around Vance. Changes there. Changes to come in around the Republican Party. And then they're showing us Kennedy. Is it possible there could be a switch? Just saying. It's just a question mark. That's all I'm being shown. The third vision. Let me have a look. There's still problems with communication lines. So to me, some things are fated and some things can change. Timelines can change. But in these 2 different timelines, again, I've got communication lines going down. And I see Donald Trump may get in by the slither, by the hair on his chinny chin chin. And that's what I've seen, that vision, where the man's down on his knees, kissing the sky, looking up at the sky. And I'm just seeing absolute chaos, bedlam, absolute bedlam, problems with communication, problems with internet. But it's as if that the answers aren't coming in straight away. And there could be a great stall with this. And it could go on till January. The timeline, if he does get in, I am being shown great change to take place in the United States of America. And I've talked about this before. It doesn't matter, what a person is, if they're good or they're bad. Some people are planted in timelines in history to change history, to change future timelines. And I'm telling you now, if he gets in, there will be laws which will change. But I also feel that I see a blur. There's like a blur in the road. And it's as if that there's agreeing to disagree. And then there's 2 states. 2 states are going to change into divisions. A little bit like what sections, like what happens in Australia. Something's going to change. And America could be in 2 parts as well. Or it could be in 4 to 5 parts. But sort of 2 presidencies. It's a possibility. I'm now going into the middle of the crystal ball. Is it starting to gel together? All we need to know is that what is going to take place in the United States of America will go down in history. This is huge. I keep getting the 12th, guys. It's coming through very strong. And also the 9th and the 17th. It will not end the way you think it will end. I see in the middle of this crystal ball, Donald Trump could be out of the race. It's coming through really strong. Kennedy will switch sides. I said this would happen. I said last year and the year before, there'll be many Republicans and many Democrats which will switch. Well, I said there will be a switch of sides. And you've had Tulsi. And she may as well. She's switched. And it looks like Kennedy now, even though Kennedy ended up being independent, he switched sides. Great change to take place. One of the timelines which is also coming through, there's more than 3 here. This is huge. A man with a stutter, a man with a speech impediment may also stand in the White House. Isn't that strange for me to say that? Time will tell. Okay. The next 3 weeks is very important. It is not going to end the way you think it's going to end. And I've been told here the 4th will go down in history. Everything I'm telling you will fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. We have great change to take place, not just in the United States of America, also in the United Kingdom, guys. I feel and I see, as I look into the timelines of the United Kingdom, that this is a blimp in the road. For what is about to take place in the United Kingdom, I see patriots marching. Masses will take place. And I feel Keir Starmer will go too far with his policies. And he will not be in power long. I predict tonight, as I look into this crystal ball, a woman, a black woman, for the first time in history, will stand. A woman of colour will also stand in Parliament. It is the rise of the female. It is the rise of New Earth. This woman may be a Tory, but she's purple. She's purple with her views, and she will bring balance back. And the spirit of Margaret Thatcher is definitely connected, which will help her to rise. Watch for her to come quickly into power. I get the letter K. There will be re-voting that will take place in the United Kingdom. After marches, after protests, many more to come. Round about the time, there will be huge news to come out with the royal family. pop singer stroke actor. I see a sudden death. I don't know why I'm getting the 12th tonight. It's coming through really strong. And I'm getting that song, The 12th of Never. I'm getting that really, really strong. They're showing me Batman in Gotham City. And it's as if Batman, there's going to be problems. There'll be lots of problems to come in New York to come. But also as well, a rise of a new governor. A rise of new up-and-coming politicians from the United States of America and also the United Kingdom. Watch for huge news to come out in Scottish Parliament. Again, the timeline has shown me that Keir Starmer is in for a reason, to show the country how bad things are. To bring the power back to the people. This is New Earth. There will be protests, there will be marches, there will be problems with school. But the downfall for Keir Starmer will be linked with the NHS. We are a force to be reckoned with. We are the Brits. And we will be pushed to the limit. October, November will bring great restriction. But once the lock comes, December, January, February, there will be a great pushback and re-voting will take place. By spring, the Tories will be back in. Now, sometimes I can read a year out. But this is not good. Now, if I'm getting this wrong, this woman is purple and blue in her ways, if she's a Labour woman. But I see problems and I see re-voting. This has to happen. This is Guy Fawkes revisited. This is great change to take place. What else am I saying? I see a great empire where there's been division, where there's been conspiracies. An empire what started off is just as a young man who took his dreams to America and made it big in the city. And then the greed took over. There will be great change to come with not just one great empire, not just with two, but with three. One of them is linked with the food industry, and one of them is linked with entertainment, possibly two. Also, great change to take place with aviation. We have to prepare for change. For when the lights go and everything goes black, we will question the time. And that is the time of the great switchover. That is the time of us going into New Earth. If the artificial intelligence being brought in, which was held back from but there will be problems. If the timeline being brought in to get with it. Because what is a definite timeline? There will be problems with the food industry. And in this timeline, it shows me it is not all negative. They are coming through the food chain. I'll say this again. They are coming through the food chain to make great change. Australia will lead the way for a new generation and a new earth. I hope you have enjoyed that. Watch for great change. Some things are fated and some things are not. See if I can see one more little thing there before I pull away. I'm going on to the election day. And I'm seeing dancing in the streets. I see blue banners. I'm feeling it really strong. This timeline is 30% ahead of the other timelines. We will look into this again. I hope you have enjoyed this. Take care. Stay safe. Stay strong. Wherever you all are around the world. And may the force be with you all. This is your Psychic LG. Signing out. Until the 12th of never, I'll still be loving you.
Where am I? I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this astral travelling. I keep getting stuck in a cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck in my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, you know, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.